Welcome back to 556 Media. A little bit different type of video today. We're out here in the shop. Got my work buddy with me. Say hi, Bear. So what I'm doing today, and I kind of already started on it. I don't know if anyone here builds those giant jigsaw puzzles or whatever. This was a puzzle table thing. It was really weird. It's heavy. Or was heavy, awkward to set up and to use. So Mrs. Smith told me to just burn it, throw it in a fire pit, whatever. So me being me, I disassembled a lot of it. There's some of the extra wood there. Salvaged a ton of hardware from it. Nice roll of felt, pretty big roll of felt. And these are some drawers I'm going to repurpose for this project. And what I'm doing is I'm taking these, taking the original top, I'm adding these folding legs to it, and then I'll be able to put the drawers in on the sides, and it'll be a portable work table or a crafts table or something like that. So it's not going to be this heavy, awkward puzzle table anymore. So, like I said, I've started to work a little bit, stripped it of the hardware, stripped it of some of the wood parts. Oh, I took the LED light strip out of it. So I'll be repurposing what you see in front of me. So let me get into it real quick. So I'm just doing this by eye because it doesn't matter. This was about to be a firewood anyway, so I'm making sure that it's aligned on both ends, on both sides. For the most part, by the naked eye, I don't really care about specific measurements on this because it's not a big deal if I screw it up. So what I'm getting ready to do is on this side, you can see I got it clamped down. I'm getting ready to attach the screws that will hold the extendable legs or the foldable legs in place on both sides. So that's what I'm going to do now. So drill some pilot holes first for the screws. All right, real quick, let me show you some of the hardware that I'm using for this. These are the screws that I'll be using. They're meant for furniture, things like that. They're coarse threads, so that's why I'm drilling pilot holes. You can see it's not your standard Phillips or slot head screwdriver to install the screws. So these are what I'll be using around what will be a table. All right, I'm going to drill the rest of the pilot holes off camera because it gets redundant and boring, and I've got 2, 4, 6 more to do. Well, if I wanted to be smart, I'd do 10 more. So we'll see. I'll decide as we go along.
A few minutes later.
All right, so I got the pilot holes drilled. Now I'm getting ready to do some work and attach the table to the foldable leg. So I got my special bit on my drill for the screws. So I'm going to start installing the screws all around. Tighten it just a little bit. It's out. Now I got to repeat that process a bunch more times.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, hopefully you're starting to get the idea where this is going. The sides or the table is starting to get attached to the folding legs, and I have to work my way around the rest of the table So let me get on that. I'll do that off camera. There you can see the nice ornate type of furniture screws are installed. They're installed on both sides. Now I have to do the ends, and I'm going to use some bolts. I need something a little bit stronger on both ends, so there'll be at least 2 attachment points on both ends. So I need to drill four pilot holes for the bolts. I'll be right back. All right, so in order to mount the ends of the folding leg frame, I have to use some longer screws than what I did before. So I found some of these. These are going to be repurposed screws. When I do projects, I recycle a lot of hardware. So if something's broken, I will dismantle it as far as possible, take all the usable parts off of it, and put it in the storage. So what I'm doing, I went through a box of bolts. I'm going through the nuts right now and matching them up to this type of bolt. Again, it's got that same little head there to screw it in. So that's what I'm going to use. I've got one more to do, and then I'm going to get on to drilling the pilot holes. So these will go through. They'll be put on with washers and a nut. All right, I'm going to finish fastening up these end bolts, legs. All right, the foldable leg frame is now attached to the table itself. Don't mind the sawdust, that will be all cleaned off. So now test for function. Works. It works. They're sturdy. It's not going anywhere. On to the next part. All right, next part. What I have here are some of the original puzzle piece drawers that came with it. They are felt lined, which is nice. They're already pre-made, so that saves me a lot of time and trouble. I don't like they have these little dowels to use as handles, drawer handles. So as I told you before, I like to save a lot of hardware. So what I've done is I've saved a bunch of drawer pulls over the years, and I'm going to see if I can get some of these to replace the dowels. All right, so all the drawers, I've got all those junky dowels pulled out, and I just finished installing the pull handle on the first drawer. There are 5 drawers in 3 different sizes, so I didn't have enough of the same drawer pull, so I'm splitting them up. But yeah, it's sturdy. Came out good. Let me finish this up. All right, got the table turned over. This is the tabletop. There is a thin felt lining here, but I'm going to add felt that matches the drawers that I already have on hand. So let's test the functionality of the drawer with the handle. Goes right in. Because this is going to be carried, it's got a little locking tab right there. Since this drawer will be facing the bottom, don't want it to fall out. So, all right, 4 more to install.
Many months later.
I've gone over the whole thing. It functions correctly. Drawers fit. They're in the right places. They go in and out smooth. The folding legs underneath operate. They're very secure. They're not going anywhere. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to secure this piece of red felt that matches the drawers to the top. And to do that, I'm going to use this Elmer's Craft Bond. Now, not sponsored by Elmer's, but I've been using their glue my whole life. So it's a spray adhesive. So this will be sprayed on both pieces of felt, the bottom one and then the back of this one. I'll put some weights on it and let it dry. Almost forgot. I have to add one more thing to this. 556 media decal. Rock on. All right, so there you go. Just something I repurposed and made it into something that it was not designed to be. So that's what I like to do sometimes. So anyway, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and catch you on the next one.